What is good with y'all, man? It's crunch time. I had to like y'all join in, man. Real quick, I just want to dive into this situation, man, when it comes down to Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey, the prospect, about to get drafted by the NBA, man. Very highly touted prospect. And right now, he's getting a whole bunch of backlash and criticism, man. Even from On Gil's Arena. He's getting backlash and criticism. People saying he might drop down in the draft. He's entitled. They're saying they're trying to come for his character. And they doing this because of this reason. They saying all this because he turned down workouts. They saying since he turned down workouts, man, he's entitled, and teams should be mad at him. And who does he think he is? Because he turned down workouts and stuff like that. Whether he knows where he's going or whatever the reason is, they come in here to bash this kid, man. Right, but then when it was Bronny James, because if I'm not mistaken, Bronny James turned down workouts as well. He turned down over 10 workouts. If I'm not mistaken, Bronny James turned down over 10 workouts and said that the only teams he was thinking about working, he was gonna work out for, was the Suns and the Lakers. And you didn't hear all of this criticism from the mainstream media. You heard criticism from some of the fans, but the media didn't really do that to him, bro. They said that you gotta put kid gloves on him and it's okay. Give him time to develop. Stop getting mad at him. Everybody gave him a pass. But I see the actual media, like on Gil's Arena. Remember, Gil's Arena didn't even try to slightly bash Bronny James around that time, bro. Anytime you said something about Bronny, you was considered a hater. You don't see that for Ace Bailey right now. You don't see people saying, okay, look, if you say something about what Ace Bailey doing, you a hater. Everybody trying to low-key make his draft stock go down. But I thought this was normal activity. Y'all said the way how Bronny came in was normal, organic. He worked hard for it. He earned it. And you got to remember, in college, Ace Bailey was a way better player than Bronny. So he should, if anything, get the same leeway, if not more leeway, than Bronny. You said everybody I seen talking about Bronny was hate, saying he didn't deserve it. No, that's from the fans. The mainstream media was trying to, like, if you got on a major platform and said something close to that, they was going to get on you instantly. Mainstream media didn't let that go. They didn't let Bronny, like, receive the hate and not kind of, give backlash on you if you said that. Now when it comes to Ace Bailey, on these platforms, I see everybody just piling on him. You said you can't really compare them as college players, as one was fresh from a heart attack. See, that's the thing though. If you fresh from a heart attack, why you turning down workouts? That's my whole thing. It's not like, because they saying, who does Ace Bailey think he is? You said Stephen A. literally got pressed by LeBron because he was criticizing his son. That's after his son was in the league, though. I'm talking about when he was coming in trying to get drafted. Bronny was turning down all these workouts. Mainstream media wasn't really low-key, having this fault, this new perception on Bronny, like, oh, what's wrong with him, who we think he is. So when you talk about Bronny having a heart attack in college, that's what I'm saying. That stopped that. Maybe that stopped him from being such a, being a better player. But I'm saying Ace is killing it in college, though. So when you say, who do you think he is? I think I'm Ace Bailey. See what I'm saying? That's why when we were saying Bronny, like, if anybody even thought about saying, who Bronny think he is? That's when everybody was starting to say, okay, you a hater, da-da-da-da, bop, bop, bop. So that's what I'm just saying. The energy different now. What I want to call out is just the fact that I'm not even saying people are wrong for criticizing Ace Bailey. I'm saying, you feel what I'm saying? I'm saying, why was y'all hiding your true colors when it comes for Bronny, though? Because if that's the case, Then everybody that was defending Bronny low key disagreed with Bronny, but they felt like they couldn't say it though. So they just was gonna bash everybody else that said it. You know what I mean? You said there was a law. You said they was along with the bigger reason. Said like he only there because his dad and he shouldn't be picked at all. Well, I'm saying maybe Bronny knew where he was going, but I'm saying with Ace Bailey is maybe he know where he going. And Rashad McCants, shout out to Rashad McCants. He was backing up Ace Bailey on this when they was trying to bash him on the thing on Gil's Arena, and he was saying, yeah, you know, if any team that pick me up is gonna be a gift to that team. That's true. So if I don't get picked by the lottery, or if I don't get picked by the top couple teams, okay, cool. I drop down. All right, cool. And now, whatever team I do go to, I'm gonna be an added gift. Like we're gonna be that much better for that team, and they really gonna want me. You know, because if I don't work out for you and you still get me, I mean, okay, cool. Y'all really want me, and I'm gonna really be a difference maker anyway, bro. I'm Ace Bailey. It ain't like I'm Bronny to where I gotta. That's it. That was the thing. We felt as though Bronny needed these workouts from multiple teams so you can fit into a system that really actually makes sense for you, versus trying to force you on the Lakers. They was like, nah, you a hater, nah. Shout out to a flight in the comments, man. He said, see where LeBron started. Exactly, man. I'm trying to tell you, it get worse and worse. Now you got this entitlement. People looking at a situation like, shit, Bronny did it. That's why you just got to do everything the right way all the time, man. Fundamentally, be professional. And then you stand out later. Everybody think they that dude now. Because you didn't let Bronny do something that no other stars was doing. Now the stars is going to say, shit, I'm not working out with such and such. This is the impact on the game that we talking about when we say things make the game worse. Y'all see, like, again, this is how you call it out when it's happening. For people saying, yo, who these kids think they is? Where they getting this from? We telling you right where they getting it from. LeBron's son was the first one to do this, and now everybody's saying, oh, that's because it was LeBron's son. So that means it's Bron's fault. Yo, why is such and such not doing the dunk contest? Yo, why Ja Morant not trying to do the dunk contest? If you go to ask him, from his perspective, shit, LeBron ain't do it. Y'all didn't say Bron had to do it. So it's like, why are y'all holding me to a higher standard than you holding to the dude that y'all say is supposed to be the greatest? So it changes the whole, like the whole attitude of the whole league. Makes the product worse. Why I gotta work on my game? Why can't I just go team up with such and such? Y'all gotta get me the help. Y'all gotta get me the D Wade. Y'all gotta get me the Chris Bosh. Y'all don't get me somebody like that, I'm out. That's what they doing. But at the same time, you go teams like teams like OKC. Somebody say, get that hate out your heart. Nah, you need to get my mother out your. You need to get your mother out of my room, dog. Get your mother out of my bed. That's what you need to worry about. But everything got to be hate though. It's like this is how you let shit pile up though. And then, people gonna say it's hate, but those are people that don't have no brain for themselves, man. You open their brain, it's just gonna be all nerds and shit in their brain, bubble gum and shit. So it's like, you can't even really address it for real. You say you comparing a lottery pick to somebody that barely got drafted. That's my point. If you this nigga Bronny was the 55th pick. So if we was talking about an organic situation, he barely almost got picked. Why are you turning down 10 workouts? It shows that he already knew he was going to the Lakers. But they try to make it seem like they ain't know. Yeah, none of the other teams, one of them, we picked them up. We felt, we just gonna pick them up. Like, come on, man. If you a lottery pick, shouldn't you have more leverage, more leeway to want to do this? It makes more sense. So now y'all really in the hole. This man talking about the GOAT debate. Somebody said, bro, you talking BS right now. Nobody even care about the Bronny situation no more. Shut your whole ass up, nigga. At the end of the day, it's hypocrisy, period. It don't matter when it happened. It don't matter if nobody cared about it no more. Because clearly nobody cared about it back then. But I'm saying they care about it now. You said, why you bullying Bronny? I'm not bullying Bronny. I'm talking about the NBA media and the fans. Ace Bailey and Bronny are basically in the same position right now. I'm not even really talking about them. I'm talking about the fans and the media. Know what I mean? You said, weren't you criticizing the Lakers for trading Lonzo and Kuzma? What does that have to do with anything? The Lakers needed a point guard. The Lakers actually need a point guard right now. That's why you got Luka and LeBron James trying to take over, trying to run point guard at the same time. Before they had Luka, when they had AD, you needed a point guard. That's why y'all kept trying to get rid of Russ, bring D-Lo, get rid of D-Lo. Y'all didn't know who y'all wanted. They'd have kept Lonzo at the point and let him develop and not get injured more. Kuzma and Ingram, that was giving you both 20 a game. So basically, they would have both grew to like 20 points a game, 23, 24 points a game each with LeBron James. All you really had to do is pick up a big man. They make shit so complicated. Come on, man. You said teams barely wanted to work out with Bronny, gang. No, that's not true, homie. Bronny turned down over 10 workouts. I gotta show y'all the, hold on. I gotta show y'all the Jiffy. I gotta show y'all the bit. Hold on, bro. I got you right here, homie. Shit, homie. Shit, homie. It cost me a lot. Big chain, big whips with wood grain. It cost me a lot. Like I watch make mama someone might ride fast life until the gas light. Got the type of shit you couldn't get at half price. Look but don't touch, mother think twice. Knee deep in the game, my chain heavy. Somebody get the pilot and answer the plane ready. To handle all this weight on my shoulders, we taking off. Don't want me to leave, but yet I can't take it up. Cause how I'm supposed to shine right without the proper blame? Remember when Waka Flocka Flame? Felt nigga cause the boy Waka about 1,010. Guess we got a lot of ice. Cause we got a lot of pain. Come on, man. You don't wanna fuck with me. So right here it says that Bronny James declined over 10 plus workouts from other NBA teams and will only consider the Lakers and the Suns. But they're not gonna say that that's entitlement. They're not going to say that that's entitlement, though. Then when we go to hear the Ace Bailey, now everybody talking about he entitled. Matter of fact, I'll just pull it up. I was just on Twitter reading this shit. Like, no way. That's why I came on live. I want anybody to come on live. Right. You said Ace Bailey dad not in the GOAT debate. Oh, so they only picked him up because Bronny father is LeBron? So why didn't they just say that? Why they had to gaslight everybody? That's my whole point. Why was they trying to call us haters? Now they talking about, oh, nobody care about it no more. Come on, man. So look at it. Somebody said Ace Bailey tripping, canceling all his workouts. Somebody said Ace Bailey canceling all his workouts. Yeah, you got it. right? All these tweets. Somebody said, oh, they think he injured. Somebody said, who does Ace Bailey think he is? Like, yo, this is crazy. Talk about now they talking about him got a high ceiling. Like, this is my whole point, bro. I'm gonna have to show you all the tweets, man. I'm gonna show, man, listen, bro. Man, bro, this is gonna, I told y'all this is gonna ruin the NBA, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this shit, man. And what do you think? What team y'all think he about to go to?